Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. As you can see, I changed my name from Spider Stick to Knitter. I know that sounds kind of racist, but it's not. It's a meme. So, this is a story about my crush I didn't like. So, this isn't about, gaming. It's just a story. I'm going to post on Mondays and Wednesdays. If I don't have the time to post, that means I'm either in tennis camp or I'm at work. Because I work at a daycare. Like, my auntie owns a daycare and she hired me. So I'm either at work or I'm at tennis camp. So here's the story. Let's get to it. So when I was in the hallway, we're in the same class. Well, I met her in 3rd grade. Then, when I first got to that school, she just started looking at me, eyeing me down when I first walked into class. Then, she started whispering to other girls that, hey, I like her, I like him, and all that other stuff. Then, I heard all of it because she wasn't a good whisperer. And, when here's the next part. I was in the hallway. Then she's right behind me. Then she gives me a kiss on my neck. I turn around and just hold my neck and just turn around in disgust. Then I feel uncomfortable, but I didn't tell the teacher for some reason. I don't know why. But I told, I did tell the teacher. I don't know what I'm saying. I told the teacher, and she got in trouble. Then the next day, she kept doing it. Well, not kissing me on my neck. She kept walking up to me saying, hey, do you like me? I just kept saying no. Then, keeps on, every day I was there, just kept saying, hey, do you like me? Hey, do you like me? Hey, do you like me? No, I don't. Then, finally, when I got in trouble with me and my cousin go to the same school. It was back in 3rd grade. And when we got in trouble, she somehow managed to get in trouble too. And then me and my cousin, she wanted me to come somewhere where my cousin didn't see it. Then she started holding my hand all the way there. I was trying to release my hand, but I couldn't because she was just gripping my hand like a baseball bat. But other than that, when we get to the destination where she wanted to take me, she gives me a kiss on my cheek. I wipe it off and then look at her and say, why did you kiss me on my neck? I don't like you. You keep asking, do I like me? Do you like me? And all that other stuff. So then she says, because I like you. And then I'm not gonna stop asking. I said, why? I'm just gonna tell the principal. And then she said, okay, if I don't do it anymore, you're not gonna tell the principal. Okay. And then I said, okay. And she continued to do it. Then I told the principal. Principal suspended her for 2 days. After the 2 days, she looked at me and blew me a kiss. Then I just told my cousin, yo, I told my cousin, can you tell his mom, because I was living with my mom at the time. So I asked his mom to call my dad and then tell him, can he move me schools? So, and he did. My dad said, it's sweet, but no, I'm not moving you for some reason. Because my grandma lives the closest to her. So, not her, I mean the school. So then, what happened after? Oh my god, this was so long ago. Oh my god, this is so long ago. But low-key, I forgot. But low-key, I really don't know. I forgot. Alright, I remember. So now, she comes up to me and says, hey, can you stop snitching on me? I'm saying no because you keep on making me uncomfortable by keep blowing me kisses for no reason. And how did that guy tag me? I was nowhere near him. But I kept saying no because you just keep making me uncomfortable and keep blowing me kisses, and it's making me feel weird. And so then she starts crying out of nowhere. What happened? So then I tried comforting her, and she squeezes the life out of me by giving me a hug and saying, oh, you do like me. I said, I don't like you. And then she continues to cry. And then I said, you can keep crying. I'm just going to leave you here because you're just getting on my nerves now because you just keep making me uncomfortable and I keep telling you I don't like you. And then she finally loses her temper. When we go back to class, she gets so mad that she flips over 2 tables, throws a chair at one of the kids, and says, I'm not gonna stop until you confess that you love me. Then the entire class, including 2 teachers, started staring at me. And then I said, I'm just gonna switch schools. And then she starts screaming, at the top of her lungs. Screams. It almost sounds like she's about to get kidnapped. Then she runs over, and then the teachers try to pull her away, but she's holding my arm. My arm felt like it was getting squished by a hydraulic press. Then she just starts screaming, saying, no, I won't let him go. I love you, all that other stuff. Then, why do I keep saying then? Then, after that, okay, I'm sounding like Kai Cenat right now. After that, then, well, and then they finally take her away and, called her parents, and then she got in trouble, and then she didn't like me anymore. So, that's the end of the video. If you want more content like this, like and subscribe. And I'm going to also become a Forsaken YouTuber. And that's it for today. See you later.